have just seen there is a controlled explosion related to a decommissioning of a dam because it was not working well. Sediment had built up and they just destroyed it or decommissioned it in a very safe way using, yes, explosives. A warm welcome to the channel, Friday the 8th of July 2022. Now, why did I do this? Because there has been a new video out on YouTube by the specifications actually saying this.
Chinese authorities on Sunday blasted a dam on a river in eastern Anhui province to discharge floodwaters, while the vaunted Three Gorges Dam was hammered with the biggest flood of the year so far.
Now, this did actually happen, but this actually happened on 2020, and I'm looking at the date here, this time 2 years ago, 2020, or this month. And you can see Chinese authorities blow up dam to release floodwaters. And what this guy does on the specifications, basically, he gets an article and then he just does voice-to-speech, some kind of software on it, and then does it. And I will show you exactly what he means like this.
Chinese authorities on Sunday blasted a dam on a river in eastern Anhui province to discharge floodwaters, while the vaunted Three Gorges Dam was hammered with the biggest flood of the year so far.
So, I repeat, this did actually happen. It wasn't the Three Gorges Dam. You can see the actual picture here of the blowing up of some kind of dam to release the floodwater. This was way back in 2020 when there were serious problems and incredibly heavy floods in China. Now, let's have a look at the weather for you around central and southern China, Three Gorges and the Yangtze River. And let's expand that to the whole of China. What else is happening with the Three Gorges Dam? Well, first of all, let's have a look at the levels. This is all in Chinese, but at the top you can see Kutan, which is Chongqing, 165.30, and then third from the bottom is the Three Gorges. That's gone down. Green means it's gone down at 146.84. Inflow is 15,000 and the outflow is 14,100. Related to the webcam, well, this hasn't changed either. I thought I'd do an update for it. And I found an interesting picture of in the old days, you could actually walk across the Three Gorges Dam if you wanted to. And you can see a picture here of just some spectators. Can I say spectators? Some tourists just having a look when the sluice gates are open. This picture was taken in 2014. Now, let's go into the other part of the title, which was Two Dams Burst. Two dams burst in China. This was taken off Twitter and it was posted on about July the 1st, July the 2nd. And it's sort of, well, one of these things, again, it did happen, but this happened last year. And both of them in the north of China because of heavy water, heavy rain, etc., etc. You know the normal routine. And you can see here that it was unable to control with it. And these dams were, well, can I do the quotation mark, made in China, so to speak. And when made like that and the maintenance is not there, then obviously these things are going to happen. Time will tell. You actually really do hope and pray that the Three Gorges is maintained well. You hope and pray that it isn't going to do what these dams are doing here. It's the biggest, largest, longest, fattest, whatever hydropower station in the world. And I know, as I've said countless times, many officials and many people wish it wasn't there because it doesn't live up to its practicality of producing a lot of electricity. It's a tiny amount compared to other, not stations, but other methods of producing electricity. And it's proven time and time again, it does very little to stop the floods. In fact, it possibly causes floods, because when it reaches a certain level, they need to open the sluice gates. When they open the sluice gates, then places like Yingchang and eventually Wuhan will be flooded, which again happened a little bit last year when the sluice gates were open, and especially in 2020. That's all I got about the Three Gorges Dam, but let's just catch up with some other more light-hearted, can I say light-hearted? Well, some of it is light-hearted news in China. Let's take a break and we'll be back. In some parts of China, they have had a heat wave during the summer months of about 37 degrees centigrade. And what a great way to cool off by going to one of these fun parks. They seem actually a lot of fun to do. Now, I don't know when this video was produced. I could imagine it was pre-COVID, but they are claiming that this is this year. Now, COVID in places, you still have to wear a mask, it's mandatory, but it seems just like a disease spreading ground for that. Now, imagine going on an airline. Now, this is Air China in economy class, and this guy decided to have a look at one of the, not engines, but one of the pivots here. Now, look very, very closely. You can see it's actually vibrating off, and towards the actual other side, there's no screw there at all. That's really worrying. That is incredibly worrying, and I hope that plane landed safely. Let's go to something a bit more, well, basically what happened here is that a lorry, a truck, carrying a lot of fireworks on the other side of the road, whatever happened, well, ignited all his fireworks. Maybe he was having a smoke in the cabin and basically the cigarette caught alight, and I could imagine that the driver was quite shocked. I do have one more for you, and it looks like this. Oh yeah, rats in the underground. Now, many times you may see on YouTube that they may promote the underground and it's clean, it's safe, or the subway or the metro, it's clean, it's not dirty, and then they would do a comparison of, let's say, New York City or even London, say, oh, how dirty it is, blah, blah, blah. Well, back in your face, here are some rats by a ticket vending machine. And that brings us to a close on Friday the 8th of July 2022. My name is James. This is the James Neil Cooper channel. And as always, at the end, I would ask you to subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. I would like to say hello to all the new subscribers and to anyone basically who has reached the end of the video. If you have, hello, how are you? Thank you. And to make sure you like and share this video on your social media. It all helps the algorithm grow. I just need a cup of coffee very quickly. It helps the algorithm grow. That helps the channel grow. I will see you the next time. Have an epic day wherever you are. Be good, be well, be safe. Bye-bye for now. Oh, I haven't done this for a while. $15, buy a mug, help a child here in Cambodia. Not too sure about the sales at the moment, but I still think we got like maybe 30 left. And once those 30 are sold, then the money will be sent over to me here in Cambodia. And we're not just giving the money to charity directly, we're actually going out and buying things for the orphanages here because of what happened all those years ago. I'm sure you know a little bit of the story of the history of Cambodia in recent years. Thank you for your time. Bye-bye.